for more than a minute.
That's right.
5 women who were born to win it.
That's right.
Come get the tea, a good last work with it. Relax and sip, take a sip.
That's
it's
right.
Mother's Wit.
That's right.
Hello, everyone. I'm Carrie.
And I'm Yvette.
Hello, I'm Eleanor.
Hi, I'm Dee.
Hello, I'm Evelyn, and this is
Mother's Wit Radio.
Brought to you by Soulfly Theater Society. Mother's Wit is 5 friends, all over the age of 60, spilling the tea on everything from what's going on in our lives to what's going on in popular culture.
So, let's get started. How was your week, ladies?
Oh, my week was not interesting at all. However, I did get up. And Tuesday, you know what I did on Tuesday? I went to dance rehearsal on Tuesday night with my dance group. I had a good time. It's cold, but I was glad I went because that was the first time I'd been able to actually participate with the dance group since November, if you all can remember. And the rest of the week, boring. But, hey, I'm still here.
I love being retired myself. My
I
only
do
problem,
too, Carrie.
I love doing nothing.
Yes.
I think it's something good to be said for that.
I'm telling you, too bad I can't retire another time.
I need a job to pay for my health insurance because health
Oh, wow.
insurance is too high.
Oh,
Yeah.
girl, what you talking about? It is so high, honey. I need 2 or 3 jobs. And, just to be retired is a blessing. I don't even do anything on Mondays.
Mm-mm.
But, oh, girl, I went to exercise on Tuesday, and I have not exercised in about 2 or 3 months. And, oh, child, I woke up Wednesday morning, and the muscles, I couldn't even move. And that's the
right.
excitement of life to
I
be
know that's
retired.
right.
You hear me?
But one thing about it, you were sore, but you didn't have to get up and go to work that
That's
day.
right.
Praise
That's
the
right.
Lord, I tell you, isn't that a miracle? I was able to
That's
just get up and just keep on going and just say
right.
hallelujah.
That's right. That's right.
Well, I've been retired for 14 years, and I just love it when I can look out and look at the transportation, the cars and things out there on Minnesota Avenue, people going to work. But at any rate, I had a pretty good week. I started off making some doctor's appointments, trying to get this neck straight. Then I looked at my Love Thy Neighbor.
Oh,
And the
girl, I love
have and the
that.
have-nots and
Oh,
Empire. And that Empire went off. I just can't wait for the next episode. That daggone cookie, she's something for
I just want her to-
child.
Yeah.
I just want her to get a can of that whip ass.
Lord.
She need a can of whip ass. Yes.
Yeah, but Yvette, you forgot. Didn't you tell me that you made a big pot of pinto beans?
Girl, them pinto beans is righteous.
How'd they come out?
They wonderful. They're so good.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's snow knee deep. I always gonna have me a pot.
And
I
girl,
know.
getting back to that have and the have-nots. Why did that crazy girl but she kill herself? What happened to her?
Well, they said she didn't kill herself now.
What happened?
They said it was a homicide. It's a homicide.
But who would have killed her? Quincy?
It probably that man she was going in his house. Remember that professor she was messing with? That the professor that
Yes.
yeah, he had raped her.
Mm-hmm.
So she
Yeah,
probably came
but
back
I mean,
there.
Was he there that night at the party? He wasn't at the
He
party,
was
though.
no, he wasn't. But somebody had.
It had to have been
that's the only
somebody who
person I
was
know
at that
would've had a
party.
motive. Who else would have had a motive?
I don't know, but she was walking around the house with the gun. Remember
I
that?
know.
Yeah.
I know.
I think that's just the DA trying to get back at the father.
Oh,
You
you
think
might
so?
have a good point there.
Because wasn't nobody in that house?
Mm-mm.
When they finally let the father of the senator, what does it say, a senator? The father?
He's the
When
judge.
they, right. When they finally
Judge.
they only
Judge
gave him
Pryor.
tickets to ride the bus. And he
I was loving that though.
And he didn't even know where he was. And he was in the worst part of town.
I mean, not even a cop car came by. That's what he get.
Girl, I tell you, that was so funny. I felt kind of sorry for him, though.
I didn't feel sorry for him.
Yeah, I'll tell you why. Because he was in that neighborhood with all those thugs, and they knew he was out of
They
place.
didn't pay him
And
no
so,
attention, no.
But that guy at the
A
bus stop,
yeah.
yes, indeed.
He said, you sent my brother away.
Yes,
he was
yes,
helping. He was trying to fight
yes,
that
yes,
woman.
Well,
that
then
woman.
he needed a can of whip ass. He should have got even. He should have got him.
That's right. Girl, I tell you, That was something.
He didn't send his brother nowhere. His brother sent himself. That's what he get for wrong.
Exactly.
Right.
But they always blame somebody else for that.
Yeah, for their But I love having have-nots and love thy neighbor, as pitiful as it is.
You know, I haven't never did get into Love Thy Neighbor. I don't know why.
It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to get into.
Now, Tyler Perry, I saw the little episode where he was on.
How
did that turn out?
That was good. That was good.
That was
Yeah.
good. Oh, okay.
I love his character as Medea.
Yeah, Medea's always going to be the
Medea,
she's going to take care of business, when she steps in there with that pistol.
I just want to know why the woman didn't sleep with him. She already pregnant. He invited her to spend the night.
Which lady?
Which lady?
The one that's pregnant.
The one that's pregnant.
The one that's pregnant.
You know, the guy should. The one
He didn't invite her to spend the night. No, when? You talking about when she got pregnant? The night she got pregnant?
The last episode, he said, "You want to stay tonight?"
Oh, yeah.
And she said,
But that's because he was on the telephone. He was on the telephone.
Celibate.
He was on the telephone
Girl,
and she came down the
he
steps.
was on the telephone. It's her turn now.
But she really pushed him off from her.
Yeah.
So she told him to go on about his life. So he did. Now that's
right. That's
these
it.
women send these men away, and then they come back wanting them, but they done got that man got his own
Girl,
thing.
she
going.
ought to get real.
Yeah,
She already pregnant. She may as well.
Hey, look. Cause what's that lady's name? What's her mama name on Love Thy Neighbor?
I don't know what her mama's name
I don't
is.
know
Flip,
what
the one that say Flip all the time.
Yeah.
Flip.
I have to have a listening ear for her.
Yeah,
she
because you
talks.
You,
Sometimes I be like, what did she say?
I know.
What did she just say?
not only you, the people on the show
And
say the same
did you
thing.
see her like when she
But she sits up there like this.
No, fingers is going like this.
Yeah, I tell you, it's funny, but I mean, I don't know if I can watch that every week. You know,
It's
I
kind
don't
of
Well,
trying.
I like
I
things
don't
that
like
make
it
me
much.
laugh. I like things that
Yeah,
make me
I
laugh.
do
Yeah.
too.
And it's
I
not
do
gross, and it's not all of these werewolf and people changing into monsters and stuff like that.
Goonies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Well,
everybody getting naked. It ain't that either.
That's
Oh,
right.
well, we ain't gonna talk about no nakedness.
Yeah, but I tell you, we have got
Up to the 50 Shades of Grey for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. So I tell you.
I thought it wasn't as bad as people made it out to be, but
Nah, it
a
wasn't
lot
that
of it
bad.
they gave. A lot of people said they didn't think it wasn't nothing, or they didn't like it. But I thought it. I didn't think it was as bad as my daughter made it out to me to be. And then I realized she went to see it Thursday night. I said, "No, you ain't gonna see it.
No.
You talked all that smack to me."
Yeah, but she was trying to tell us
Right.
not about all the sex that was in it, but she had read the 3 books.
Yes, she had.
So
Yes, she had.
that's why she knew a lot about what was going on, more than we did. And what we saw, sure enough, didn't excite me. I
There
mean,
wasn't that much sex
it
in there.
wasn't.
I mean, a lot of that little
Nudity.
skinny girl,
Yeah.
that bond.
that little skinny girl, but that
Yeah.
wasn't nothing.
And
I ain't
hanging
really
up from
sure
the-
nothing.
It
Hang out.
didn't excite you at all.
No.
I didn't think it was exciting at all.
No.
It didn't even make you do
No,
a little.
no. You know what? I tell you what.
Why?
Because
It didn't remind you of the days when you was getting some?
I was never handcuffed and tickled with a feather. I say that. I was
With a
never
What did it
That's
raise your
what-
curiosity? You think you might like a little feather?
No, not at this age, girl. Please, you can forget that feather. And did you see him put the belt and whip up?
Oh, no, I don't want that
No.
whipping stuff. But I mean, I think a little
Little
feather, a
feather
little
is
scarf. Bro, a little scarf.
I don't think I ever. I ain't never trusted nobody to handcuff me.
what-
No, because
No,
I
you
can't
ain't
do
handcuffed.
there.
What about cable wire?
I ain't never trusted
No, I don't want
nobody
no
that
cable
much.
wire neither. I
Yeah,
don't
but
want
you remember
nothing.
he bought all that stuff when he went.
But
to
he was
stuff
buying it for her.
Yes.
That color rope red and all of that.
All the stuff.
That's
she
right.
Bought from that
That's
stuff.
right.
That's right. Sure was.
I don't know how y'all could trust somebody like that.
I don't carry. I didn't trust him As far
And
as
he
I
took her in the
control,
room. Now the room had a lock. He gonna
yeah.
take her in the room.
That's his
Special
payroll.
law.
Yeah, but I mean, he could have left her in there.
Yeah, he
I
could
wouldn't have trusted him like that. I wouldn't have signed no contract. Although
No,
she had a lot of sense about
But she
that
never
contract.
did sign it.
No, she never did
She
sign
never
that
signed
contract.
it. She was enjoying all that sex, but she never signed it
Right.
to be a
I
permanent
might.
thing.
It didn't have no money attached to it.
Yeah,
Yes,
he did, Carrie.
How much money you
He
get?
didn't give her the money. He gave her the
any
beautiful
but he was
thing.
buying her a car, and
Computer.
Was that in the
And the
contract?
clothes.
No.
No,
She-
I'm
no, she-
talking
Oh, you
about
mean-
some dollars in the contract.
Dollar
She
bill,
did
yes.
ask at one point, "What's in it for me?"
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Do you
And what did
remember?
he say?
I don't remember.
Pleasure
He
or
said
something.
Pleasure for
Pleasure
For
is
him.
and
pleasure
for me.
is free.
Right.
Pleasure is free. I ain't
Yeah.
need no contract.
No, but he had a contract. You know why he had the contract?
Yeah, so you couldn't go back and talk about him.
Well,
To the
probably,
public.
and so that you couldn't sue him.
Yeah,
They get all them
exactly.
billions of dollars
Because
that
he
they had.
said, "Don't this? You have to not talk about this."
Right, right.
Yeah,
But
you
the
can't
guy
talk
was
about it.
crazy.
He was
I mean,
sick. No, he was
no,
abused.
he was
He was abused.
when
He
he
was
was
abused.
a
That's
child.
right.
His mother,
Yes.
his mother was a
Was a
prostitute.
And a drug addict.
An older person that was his babysitter, that's the one that started him to doing all this stuff.
Miss Robinson,
Robinson.
yeah, they call her Miss
Miss
Robinson.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I thought it was a friend of his mother's.
That's
That was the
her.
babysitter.
Oh,
That was the babysitter. Yeah.
okay.
She-
She started when he was
started
15
when-
years
yeah.
old. But I think it was a story that was being told that he really had a problem. He never learned how to love a person.
Exactly,
Yeah.
That's what it is,
exactly.
and that was the difference between the girlfriend Anna. She
Mhm.
was from a loving family,
Yeah.
Right,
and
right.
he
Mhm.
never learned how to love. So what he did, he thought that tying up a person and bondaging them and stuff like that, that's all he knew about love.
Okay.
So he will never learn how to love a person.
And you know
That's
what?
sad though.
The best
Yeah.
sex, I don't care if it's kinky or not, comes when you love the person.
That's the truth.
You
Exactly.
saying there's no
If you
sex
don't love
like
a person,
sex
ain't no
Yeah.
with the
kiss.
Right.
I mean, you can have the
you can
sex,
just be a prostitute.
That's
after
it.
That's
Yes.
it.
but
That's all
it's
you have to
nothing.
be.
You don't even need no chains or nothing.
No, indeed.
when you
sure
in
don't.
love, because it's like electricity.
You might
Yeah.
use
Woo,
that
the
feather.
memory.
Hey, look.
You might use that
Hey,
feather. I
I like that
I like that
Did
feather.
you like that scarf?
As long as it ain't tied up, you can start from the neck and go down my back with the scarf or the feather, but there ain't no tying up nothing.
That's
No,
what
I
say.
can't get
If
with
it
that
ain't
tying
tied
up stuff.
I'm a
Because I might need to break loose.
Hey, look. Hey, because I might be the one tying him up. Girl, I tell you. Oh, my Lord. I can't wait till the sequel to that comes out. It's gonna get kinkier. I bet,
it's gonna get a little kinkier.
It really
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
that kinky.
No, it sure
I don't think it was
wasn't.
really that kinky.
That kind of sex is not normal.
But you didn't
I'm
say
not talking about
nothing.
the
That wasn't
bondage
it,
part.
yeah.
I'm just talking
That's what I'm
about
talking about.
the normal. They could have gone a little more than that.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look. What'd you say? He
When-
could the whip
No, when
you
he
say-
found out she was a virgin, he said, I gotta go another way this time.
Yes.
He sure did.
That was the
Yeah.
only good sex in the thing.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
really trying to
Trying
show her how
he
it
was breaking
goes.
her in.
Yeah.
These were young people in action, you know.
Yeah.
But he
They
was.
weren't no old people. They were like our age, and I mean, we want to see some excitement.
Yes, for
Oh,
real.
yeah.
I'm with Evelyn. There
Hey,
wasn't
I
nothing in
had all
there.
my excitement when I was coming up. I don't be
You talking about you had it when you
Girl.
was young.
I did when I was younger. Yes, indeed. Girl,
Hey, look.
start from the front door all the
Be romance, man. What's wrong with you? Hey, look, even them in the senior citizen buildings, they looking for love.
Yes, they
Yeah,
are.
ooh, them women in there fighting over them few little men in
Yes,
there.
they are.
And they
Yes,
got
they
and
are.
the HIV is running around.
That's true. That's true.
I guess at their age, I guess they say no need to
Whatever.
cover it up now.
Yeah,
No,
right.
indeed. And they ain't doing too much of nothing.
I know it. Them old men ain't
Finger.
doing nothing but shooting some blanks. Finger.
Ain't no finger gave you no HIV. Ain't no finger gave you no HIV.
It's the big word, Viagra.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what it is.
That's what
There you go.
causes
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's
Uh-huh.
right.
You know, because it will be, you can work with it for a while. They tell me about 4 or 5 hours or something.
Yeah,
I ain't never stand up no 4 or 5 hours. You never had a heart
They
attack.
say it's for 4 hours.
No, they say in 4 hours you get to go to emergency.
Emergency.
That's
Yeah.
right.
That's what I'm telling
See a
you.
doctor right away.
Yeah, see a doctor right away.
Call 911.
Hello, 911. All you gotta say is Viagra. We're on our way.
You know, when I was taking care of my daddy in South Carolina, and then when he got sick, I decided, let me clean up his room, you know. I said, let me get all this paperwork in order, because his days, you know, he was health declining. And I'm looking, doctor, why did you give my daddy Viagra? Daddy 94 years old.
He was 94. Go ahead, Daddy.
I keep telling you, it's still some fire in them furnaces now. And
I
D
don't know
keep
what
talking
furnace
about.
she's talking about.
Well, you let your fire go out. I ain't letting mine go out.
I'm talking about her father. At
Oh.
96.
And his furnace is still burning.
Yeah, but
And he still got the urge.
No, he ain't.
He must got something. He got Viagra. Whatever you think you doing with Viagra, swallow.
Honey, he probably
Might
did
be.
what? Little
Might be.
Oh, and what he doing? Sitting there working it off himself. If he taking Viagra, what is he doing
He
with it?
say, what somebody say, you know, I have to use mine sometimes.
Well, he don't need no Viagra to
He
do
don't need
that.
Viagra to do
That's
that.
what I'm talking about.
Get it out.
Somebody
hitting
stop him
something
by.
up and He hitting something.
Yeah, or he wouldn't have asked for
I
it.
tell you, he had young, well, not real young, but 60 and he's 90. You would say,
That's
oh,
young.
That's young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, see, Daddy was still driving.
Ain't Donald
mopeds.
Trump got a baby? How many children Trump got with that young woman?
I don't know how many he had.
About 3 of them, man. He had
What?
I don't know how
3.
many,
Are they his?
That's what they say. It's a whole lot of old fox around here making babies.
Well,
Did you
that's
know
true.
that?
They saying they making them.
Huh.
Well, you never know now.
That's right.
You never know.
The DNA know.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
that's
true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they could tell.
Yeah.
And I don't mean do not announce. I mean,
That's Dana. That DNA.
yeah.
We know that sex is a realistic part of life.
If you're going to do it, you have to protect yourself. Use protection.
1.1 million people in the United States have HIV, and 1 in 5 don't even know they have it.
Did you know that more than 270,000 of those living with HIV are women?
That number is really higher in women over the age of 60.
Do you know your status?
We can put a stop to the spread of HIV by getting tested today and once a year.
Go to knowyourstatustoday.com for more information and resources.
You have a right to know.
It's now time for it.
Let the church say amen. We all go to church together, so we have to talk about the black church every week. Last week, we attended the funeral of our pastor emeritus.
Yes. We did. What do you think?
I think we did magnificently.
Yes.
The choir was good.
Yes.
Both days.
Mhm.
Magnificent. And thank goodness they didn't sing Precious Lord.
Yes.
I'm telling you, everybody's funeral, they got to sing Precious Lord.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do you remember we went to that funeral and spray fell off the casket during the
Yes.
service?
As a matter of fact, yes, I do. As I was singing at funeral.
Oh, no.
Yes, I was, and I was up there standing next to our organist. Started the song off, and the whole spray just fell right off the casket. Well, I stopped. I was startled, and one of the ushers came and put it back up. I started singing again, and the spray fell off again. Well, I told the organist, let's hurry. I said, let's hurry through with this. So I said, I don't know what's going on. I tell you, that was really eerie.
Yeah, that's spooky. That's too spooky.
Yes, and that same person, I tell you what, she was very heavy set, and I don't know whether the family was short of money or what, but they had welded 2 caskets together. And before they can get the casket out of the church, the thing had started to split.
Oh.
Yes, and by the time they got it to the cemetery, it had really split.
Oh.
They had to set it down. They couldn't even bear. They just sent everybody, the family and everybody away from the cemetery after the minister had said the rites. Mm-hmm.
Well, what funeral home was that? Because
I'm
God
not-
knows
I
I wouldn't
can't
want
tell
my body
I
going
can't
there.
tell you that. I can't tell you that, but you get what you pay for.
That's right. That's
Amen.
right. You get what you pay for.
The woman was so heavy. I'm not kidding.
Well, heavy should have never had nothing to do with it. If you pay for 2 caskets, then you ought to have 2 caskets.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now, and the
I
casket
don't
should
know
have
whether
held
they
out. I
paid
wouldn't
for
care if
2
she was.
caskets.
They
I
must
don't
did
know.
it. They put 2 together. You said it welded it,
Yeah, but
and the
see, I don't
casket
know
got
how
to coming apart.
Yeah,
They
it
probably
sure
didn't
was.
weld it good.
Well, whatever.
They
it
taped
was
it.
terrible.
Mm-hmm.
It was
But
terrible.
Scotch tape.
You
Right.
can weld it.
Ain't nowhere in the world they use no Scotch tape or no metal casket. Come
Heavy
on
duty.
now.
Heavy
All
duty
caskets
Scotch
are
tape.
not metal.
Well,
Yeah, some
okay.
of
Look
wood.
at that wood.
Oh,
They should have put some tacks or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, but see, my sister there, she knows about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you can get those wood caskets. It depends on, you can get them. I'm just using $1. You can get them from $1 to $5,000.
oh, that's them little 90 pound boxes that
That's
they
right.
talk
Yeah.
about.
Covered
The
with
90
that
pound
pretty-
box.
That pretty velvet clothing
Mhm.
material.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, honey, funerals are expensive. So
Oh, I
these
know
things
that.
have to do what
And
they
I
can
knew
do.
that.
Yeah.
This.
Well, I mean, for real, they should have just went on and cremated it because it's cheaper to cremate than to burn.
cremation is expensive these
And it's
days?
not as expensive as having a casket. If they had to buy 2 caskets and it came apart, I think I'd rather be cremated.
Yeah, but I mean, that wasn't your decision to make. That was
That's
the
true.
husband's decision.
Well, that's true.
And don't you know the worst part about it? Somebody else in his family died, and he had a nerve to come ask me to sing at that time. You know what I told him? I'm sorry, I'd be at work. I told him I would be at work. No, that was too much for me.
Lord.
Yes, indeed.
You do get what you pay for, though.
Yes, you
Yeah.
do.
What you paid
Just
for.
what you paid for.
Because
Mhm.
Eleanor, you had to put makeup on one body that we saw at
Yes, I
church.
sure did, and had to pick the boogers out of the nose.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I did.
And
You mean when they embalmed them, they didn't clean them out good?
he was laying there in the church, looked down at him, and boogers in his nose, and little spit like coming out.
No,
And
it must
honey,
was
it's
something
a Green Funeral Home in Alexandria. I have never seen a package like that. They give you a breakdown of how much it is to groom a person, to shave them, to wash their hair, to bathe them.
Yeah, everything is
Yeah.
A
aliquot.
lot of money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you got to do what you got to do.
And like I
They
say,
could have made him up
you
better
get
than
what
that.
you pay for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, you have to leave that to a family member. When
Right,
a family member,
right.
they you are allowed to view your loved ones
Before
Before
the
it go on
they
display.
go out.
So you
Before it go on
have, to look,
display.
you have to look at a family member for letting them do that too.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Family.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's right.
They don't.
Well, I know all of us have our last will and testimony in a place, right?
Mhm.
Or your power of attorney, so that when we close our eyes, that our families won't have to argue over us
Girl, that
and
don't
know
make
what
no
you
difference.
and know what you want done.
They gonna
It
still
don't make no
argue.
difference. They still
They
argue
gonna still argue.
and sue.
That's right.
Sue each other.
Have it tied up
But see,
with the
Say
tree
that-
for
sister
years.
Yeah.
over here, she has gone through that. So
Mhm.
she
Girl,
knows.
and probate for
Yeah.
years.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
that's
yeah.
right.
And you know what?
She
And
talked
what
from
the
experience.
sad part about it is that to get all of that stuff out of probate, you have to turn around and get yourself an attorney to pay
That's
that.
right.
out of your
I know,
house.
That's right.
Exactly.
My family,
Yeah.
the caretaker, the woman that used to drive my aunt back and forth to church, she sued us. All she did was drive the woman back and forth to church.
Yeah,
Like,
I remember
you
that
pick
cat.
up a person on Sunday, you know, an elderly person,
Yeah.
don't have no family in town. All she did was
Right,
drive the
I
woman
remember
back and
that.
forth to church,
Mhm.
take her to the grocery store every now and then. She sued us.
Mhm.
It was cheaper to give her some money than to even the hire attorney and all
That's
that
right.
stuff.
I'm
It was
telling
cheap. We
you,
just
say
gave her
it.
some money.
It's
We just gave her some. What?
What?
But
Well, she
all
must
they
have thought
say-
y'all had some money.
I think she must have, but she
Thought-
sure found out we didn't.
Hmm.
Because we didn't. We just gave her some money. Just
To
what?
keep up, shut
Just
up.
to leave us
right?
alone.
Mhm.
It's sad,
You know?
I tell you.
It is. That's
It
when
is
you
sad.
find out. Hey, look, you got cousins over here, cousins
Yeah.
over there,
Everywhere.
friends, and
Honey, it doesn't have to be no cousin. It's
Yeah.
just sisters and brothers.
That's
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. It sure can
Girl, please.
be. Mhm.
Please.
I saw on Facebook where this man who lives in Columbus, Georgia, broke into the funeral home so he could have sex with the dead corpse. Now, isn't that something?
Cold pussy.
Ew.
I hope he don't get up in the casket with it.
Yeah.
Why? What happened if we get in the casket with it?
It might break.
Well, I don't know how he.
Well, the
was
lady
caught.
won't get hurt.
I know that's right. Hey, look, unless she felt something and just sat straight in the casket.
He couldn't be all that.
Yeah.
Or he wouldn't be in there with a dead
With a
man.
dead corpse, you ain't lying.
Well, who said it had to be a woman?
Oh!
He might have had a dildo.
Y'all know we're in the 21st century
That's
now.
right.
Indeed.
Hey.
Everything goes.
Everything.
Yeah, you ain't kidding about that.
Uh-huh.
Well, I
Yeah.
don't see how he could be bothered with anything that stiff.
Hey.
I
don't
be
know.
surprised.
You know, yeah, it's a whole lot of freaks out there now.
Yeah, freaky deep.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of freaks out there.
Yes,
At
indeed.
least he wouldn't have to worry about no complaints.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. He won't have to worry
Hey,
about one.
That's what I say.
If he couldn't get it out,
No problem. If he could, no problem.
He wouldn't need no Viagra.
Hey, finger.
He wouldn't need no Viagra.
Finger.
You got a thing with that finger, ain't you, girl?
What's up with her finger stuff?
Left Tuesday night at dance rehearsal when I was telling him about a certain lady
Oh,
who
Lord.
told me that she got tired of her husband just using his finger all the time.
Oh, my God.
Yes, true.
Oh.
It's true. It's
Well,
true.
gee, it's like
Well-
this. A finger is better than nothing.
Oh God, yeah.
Must
God,
be.
yeah.
Well, y'all just will buy a toy, then if you're going to sell it for a
that's for
finger.
sure.
Yeah.
I don't want no finger, I don't want no toy. I want the real thing.
I'm with
I
you.
want some meat.
That's in case you can't get the real thing.
Well,
You
I'm
gotta
very
sell it for
selfish.
something.
No, I ain't selling for nothing. I can't sell.
I'm with you.
That's why I ain't got this man that I had.
All
I
or
can't sell
nothing.
him for
That's how I
nothing.
feel.
Uh-uh.
That's why I ain't got nothing.
That's the same way with me too, Carrie.
All or nothing. That's why I ain't got nothing.
Lord,
I can't lower my standards. I'm sorry.
All right.
All right, he
All
just
right.
didn't have no passport, right?
Didn't have no. Yeah, you right. He ain't no passport.
Okay.
Don't have no passport. Nah.
Didn't want to go to the movies. He didn't want to do nothing.
do nothing.
Well, you shouldn't have laid it on him so thick.
Well, then, hey, it's more to life than just jumping up and down in the bed.
That's for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, God, you were able to jump up and down with these. Oh, you were able to jump up and down.
I'm telling you, she was my idol. Because if I jumped up and down, that would be it. I'd be in the casket then.
Girl, look at here.
That would be it.
Lord have mercy. Oh, y'all so crazy.
That is my idol, girl.
Girl, you mean to say you were able to jump up?
Yeah.
Girl, you must don't know what I can do with these legs. Why you think I do all this exercise? It's like a mobile.
That's one time you slowed down. Yeah, that's one time you slowed down. You all pass out all other times.
But he bet those exercises, it really helps stuff.
Girl, you ain't got to tell me.
It really helps.
I'm telling you, I'm very agile.
Yeah, it really
Very
helps.
agile. Yeah.
Well, good. I'm not too old, but I ain't got nothing. I ain't going out there looking for nothing because all these men having 2 and 3 women coming up to nowadays. Nowadays you can't tell what these men bringing to you. And I do not want no AIDS at 78 years
You
old.
ain't supposed to get no AIDS at 78, because if you do, now I'm going to think you stupid.
Why?
And we just said you're supposed to use some protection.
We already done did the
I,
commercial.
Right.
I ain't never liked protection.
Oh Lord.
You got to get in a monogamous relationship.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right,
And you
well, all you
can't
got
find
to do
no
is check
men
him
now.
out. Well, you go to the doctor. You take his butt to the doctor and get him checked out. You
That's
get checked
right.
out.
That's
Okay.
right.
And then, you know,
Oh,
I told that
tell me that's right. How many of you done took
That's
the
right. That's right. Huh?
you go to the doctor. You got to bring me your health card, baby. If that's what you're looking for, if you don't want to wear nothing.
I will.
But I tell you what, if you give me something, you're going to be a short man, because I'm going to take a baseball bat and you're a short man. Because I'm going to break them kneecaps down. No more.
I ain't gonna break no kneecap down.
I'm
I'll
gonna bust a
cut that
kneecap.
piece off.
Ah.
I'll cut it off. All these many years.
Take them to the doctor. That's all you got to do. Take them to the doctor. Make sure you're clean.
And then if they don't want to go, you drop them.
No, you got that right.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can give you my report from my gynecologist. And any man that I can get hooked up with
Oh,
got to
you
go
know
to the doctor. He going to the doctor. And I'm going with him. And ain't no he say, she say. I want to hear it from the doctor with my own ears or show him it on a piece of paper. He done had the AIDS test, the HIV, he don't have no diseases, and he got the, and then, you know, we can work from there.
No crab, no.
He said no crabs.
No,
from
you don't even hear
Crabs
that.
ain't no disease. That's a bug.
That's dirt. There goes
Yeah,
that dirt.
Bugs.
He
Yeah.
ain't got to go to the doctor.
I'm telling you, they're going to eat them up.
Okay, ladies, it's time for our listener letter this week. This week's letter comes from Brandon. Hi, Brandon.
Hi, Brandon.
Hey, Brandon.
Thank you for writing us. Brandon writes, hello, I am in a long distance type of situation, something that resides somewhere between the low end of a relationship and the high end of a friendship. I live in Miami and she is going to school in Texas. We both have been very busy lately, so we haven't seen each other in a while. Every now and then we try to have phone sex. It is usually more her than me. I just kind of listen like some kind of awkward creep. What can I do to up my game so that we can be on the same level and I can give her mind-blowing phone sex and not be so weird about it?
Well, Lord Jesus, phone sex. Phone sex. How you do that?
I don't understand it myself.
Phone sex. I've heard of it, but I never tried it. So I don't know if I can help Brandon in any way.
Y'all being quiet. What is phone sex?
Phone sex is, well, Brandy, while she's blowing in your ear, you take a dildo or either a play toy and play with it. Make it real juicy and it's real exciting. You get your little play toy, put some gel on it, and just play with it. Or either
Who
just
are you talking about? Let me
Brandon,
tell you,
Brandon.
Who are you talking about? Brandon get the dildo?
yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Just
But it
take a
doesn't
nice
feel
hot bath, get on the towel.
Shouldn't he be working his? Why he got to go get a toy? He's supposed to work his. He ain't getting no toy.
That's why I asked the question. Because it didn't make sense to me. Why he need a dildo?
I know, Dee. He already got a dildo. Just use what you got.
She the one need the dildo. That's it. She the one need the dildo, right?
Well, ladies, this is just so excitement. I won't be able to help him at all. But Lord knows what you want to do is just listen at what she has to say, and whatever she tells you to do, do it.
Go ahead, everybody.
Do it.
Girl. You got the answer for it.
That's
Reckon
right.
you picked it up.
That's right, do it.
All right.
Anybody else got anything to add?
Not to that phone sex. No, indeed.
Maybe you just go ahead and get you an airline ticket and go on down there and take care of it.
That would work for me.
That's the way I would do it.
Yeah, go get you an airline ticket. Go on down there.
Lord,
And y'all get together for the weekend.
Because phone sex ain't here.
No, I think you get more pleasure in
I like
person.
to feel a hand. Yes,
Feel a hand. He ain't going that far to feel a hand.
Yeah,
He want to feel a tit.
I know, but I mean, yeah. Okay. Tit and twat.
What they say, a dinger ringer?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, girl, yeah, you know. Hey, you got it, girl.
I know for me, I would want the real thing. I don't want nothing plastic.
Okay, that's enough for them, Brandon. We hope this helps.
We hope you got something out of it, Brandon.
And for those of you listening out there, if you want to get some Mothers with advice, send us a listener letter on Facebook or email us at motherswitradio@gmail.com.
Thank you so much for tuning in today.
Be sure to follow us on Twitter at Mothers Wit Radio.
Like our page on Facebook, www.facebook.com/motherswithradio.
Subscribe and like us on YouTube.
And on SoundCloud as well.
Until next week, this is
Mothers
Wit Radio.
Been around for more than a minute.
That's right.
5 women who were born to win it.
That's right.
Come get the tea, a good last work with it. Relax and sip, take a sip.
That's
It's
right.
Mother's Wit.
That's right.